Hurricane Michael delivered a terrible blow to Georgia agriculture. At last tally, $4 billion and counting. I'm with Bo Warren from the Georgia Department of Agriculture. Bo, here in the aftermath a few days later, what's the situation on the ground in Georgia, the reality of it?
Well, in all reality, it's tough right now, and as those estimates continue to come in, it's we're afraid those numbers are going to continue to increase. They seem to be increasing on a daily basis. For those all farmers that were in the path of Hurricane Michael that were directly affected, it was complete devastation. Poultry houses destroyed, our pecan industry severely affected, and for a lot of our farmers in Georgia, this is the third year in a row that they've been impacted by some type of severe weather event like a hurricane. So it's tough, but we're going to bounce back, we're going to be strong, and we're going to recover from this.
Charles, we all know that Hurricane Michael delivered a pretty hard blow to Georgia farmers and Georgia fruit and vegetable farmers especially. There was really bad timing on this storm.
Terrible timing. We were in the middle of harvest. We'd harvested about 25% of the fall vegetables, and prices were really good at that time, so it's really been painful.
So we've been told to expect not much vegetable out of Georgia this year, but I think people are under the impression there's not anything left in Georgia this year. Georgia agriculture is still open for business?
Yeah, absolutely. We're still open for business. We still have areas of Georgia that are producing our fall vegetables, and we still got a good bit of stuff still going on from that standpoint, but we took a pretty hard hit.
Obviously, trees aren't going to regrow themselves by next spring, but vegetables and plants like that, the majority of that production will come back online next year.
A lot of it will. I mean, there has been some infrastructure damage with irrigation and packing facilities and those kinds of things. Most of our growers are looking optimistically to the future and what they can do for next year's crop.
It's going to be tough times for those affected, but thankfully it didn't impact all of our farmers, and they can continue to move on and thrive for a successful 2018.
Farmers can control what they do on the farm. They cannot control what happens in the weather, but they've learned to roll with it. Georgia will be back online very soon. For SoutheastProduceWeekly.com, I'm Chip Carter reporting for RFD-TV.